Good day, students. The purpose of this recording is to provide guidelines and instructions for school-based studies. This recording is specifically for the Bachelor of Education Secondary, Bachelor of Education Senior Primary, and Bachelor of Education Pre and Junior Primary Year 4 students. All Year 4 Bachelor of Education students are required to go for SPS for 10 weeks. This includes Bachelor of Education Secondary, Bachelor of Education Pre and Junior, Bachelor of Education Senior Primary students. Please note that the numbering of the documents was done with other SPS documents needed for other qualifications. Therefore, you might note that there is not a sequential order in the numbering of these documents. The first important document is the letter to schools. The letter to schools serves to seek permission from schools to conduct SPS. Remember to attach a copy of your ID or passport and your student card to the letter to the school, where you seek permission from the school to conduct your SPS. This letter must be submitted to the principal before the time that you want to conduct the SPS. The letter to the employer for the students that are employed serves to seek study leave for SPS purposes. Form 1 File Checklist. In this file, every student is required to file all the documents that are in the checklist. It is important that you make sure all the documents listed on the file checklist are included in your file. Some of these documents can be obtained from the teachers at school. Some of them are only obtainable from the principal. Make sure that you plan in advance so that you get hold of the documents from the right people while you are at school. Form 2 SPS Confirmation Letter. This is a form that students need to give to the respective school principals where they will conduct their SPS. The principal should sign and confirm that a student conducted SPS at that school. Students should remember to request that the principal or mentor teacher should always stamp all documentation with the school stamp. Form 3A Student-Teacher Daily Lesson Plan. This is the IUM lesson plan template that students should use to plan their teaching lessons. This can either be typed or handwritten. Students are required to make enough copies of the form. The first important document is the letter to schools. Form 5B Teaching Log Sheet. This is a form that students need to complete for all the lessons they have taught during SPS. Form 2 SPS Confirmation Letter. This is a form that students need to give to the respective school principals where they will conduct their SPS. The principal should sign and confirm that a student conducted SPS at that school. Students should remember to request that the principal or mentor teacher should always stamp all documentation. Form 7A Marks record sheet for teaching practice. This is a form used by the mentor teacher to record a student's teaching practice marks. Each student must be assessed twice by the mentor teacher. The form must be sealed in an envelope and stamped on the sealed part, and the student should bring it with to the university. Very, very important. Without these marks, the SPS will be regarded as incomplete. Some additional information on SPS. Letters to the employer and the school are already available from the SPS coordinator. Fourth-year students should be in schools for 10 weeks of teaching practice. During this SPS time, you are expected to be at school full-time. You need to adhere to the school rules and fully participate in school activities, including extramural activities, under the supervision of the mentor teacher and school principal. Remember, as a teacher, you also have duties outside of the classroom. All students should teach at least 25 lessons during SPS. The 25 lessons should be a combination of the two school subjects. Thus, the students should ensure that they conduct SPS at schools that are offering both their school subjects. All students should observe at least a minimum of 25 lessons during SPS. The 25 lessons should be a combination of those two school subjects. All students should be assessed at least once by their mentor teacher in both their subjects, and a sampled number of students will be assessed by the lecturers. All the students that are doing the bachelor education, senior primary and secondary must do their SPS at the school which is offering their school major subject. While all the students that are doing the bachelor in pre and junior primary must do their SPS at the school which is offering the Namibian language that they are majoring in. SPS is an independent full module, thus every student must be at school to experience real pedagogical classroom situation as per qualification requirement. This means that absence from SPS is an automatic fail of the module. All correspondence regarding SPS must be directed to the SPS coordinator. Students going for SPS have a choice to choose a school where they should conduct their SPS. Because IUM is not liable for any field incentives to cater for students' living allowances while the students are in the field for SPS.